Hello, I'm Will. Welcome to the Tesla Jigsaw and episode 2 of Tesla Info Today. In today's video, we look at another multi-billion-dollar revenue stream for Tesla with BP's purchase of Tesla Superchargers. I discuss the newly announced location to build Tesla's compact car, Model 2, Model Q, the $25,000 Tesla, whatever you want to call it. Just name the damn thing, Elon. But first, I had the privilege of being invited to a VIP event right here in the UK, the new Model 3 debut. As Tesla Singapore proudly displayed an upgraded Model 3 at the scenic Forest Valley in Singapore airport, I thought perhaps the subtropical swimming paradise at Center Parcs might be a nice place to debut it in the UK. Apparently not though, as Tesla UK chose Unit 2 in an industrial estate in Wolverhampton instead. Lovely. This was an exclusive event just for members of the UK Tesla Owners Club, of which I'm a long-term member, but also a total plonker for missing the opportunity of getting tickets in time, so no, I didn't go after all. That'll teach me for not reading the excellent newsletter they send me each month. Believe me, I've had a word with myself and it won't happen again. Thankfully though, I'm in communication with an incredible secret spy who went to the event and shared his footage with me, so massive thanks to Greg Coughlan on X for keeping me updated. Guests were treated to a ride in a new Model 3 and could poke around to their heart's content in the new interior, have a play with those colour changing lights and be baffled by the removal of those indicator stalks. There was also Model S and X plaid test drives, a presentation from Tesla UK, and there was even a Tesla bot, safely housed in robot-proof glass I see, in case he breaks his programming and goes berserk.
It's a robot.
There was a suspended body in white where you could admire the fine work of the gigapress that makes that massive casting for the rear end of a Model Y. There was also a great DJ and free nibbles. I flipping love free food. I'm so gutted I missed it, but there you go. It was my wife and I's 16-year wedding anniversary on that day, so perhaps best that I didn't go. Although my wife is awesome and she would have loved to have gone too. Never mind. A quick reminder that these new Model 3s have had a £3,000 price drop here in the UK, yet offer way more range and features. The rear-wheel drive starts at just $39,990 and gets a rather respectful 344-mile range with the standard 18-inch Photon wheels. If you want to know more about it, check out my Model 3 refresh video using the card in the corner of the screen. But don't go yet, because I'm just getting started. Deliveries are expected to commence as of January 2024. Let's hope the first deliveries go smoothly, unlike this poor chap, who on collection of his new Model 3 in China, drove it straight through the wall. Damn. BP. Oh look, another multi-billion-dollar revenue stream for Tesla. BP recently announced a deal in which it will pay Tesla $100 million for ultra-fast charging hardware units. So basically they're buying Tesla Superchargers and whacking BP stickers on them. The deal will help BP Pulse, the UK-based oil giant's electric vehicle charging network, expand its US network. I'd assume expansions into other countries would make sense too. Hello, British Petroleum? BP noted that the deal marks the first time Tesla charging hardware will be bought for an independent EV charging network. The rollout of the new hardware is expected to begin in 2024. This is great news for everyone, a win for Tesla who will increase revenue, a win for any EV driver as there will be even more choice of reliable, ultra-fast chargers, and a very obvious strategy for BP to adopt. Whack a load of these in every petrol station forecourt and gradually evolve yourselves from fossil fuel filling stations to modern day charging hubs. Here's a great example of an amazing charging hub we have in the UK. This site in Braintree, Essex features a retail space, a waiting lounge, free superfast Wi-Fi, a dedicated kids area, well-being area and business meeting room pods, so drivers can keep busy for the 20 or so minutes it takes to charge their car. GridServe, which operates the electric forecourt, sources all the energy from a 10 megawatt peak solar farm 44 miles away that can produce enough energy to drive 5,000 electric cars every year. How about that? Clean, renewable energy powering our cars. It's almost as if we're in the future. If fuel stations don't get a wriggle on making this change, forecourts will soon become emptier than a politician's promise as EV adoption takes over from ICE cars' refuelling needs. Become like this, and customers will continue to use your facilities and make purchases on your premises. I imagine that much like the way that every other car company is adopting Tesla's charging port so that they can use Tesla Superchargers network, many other fuel stations will follow suit and also buy, install and operate their own Tesla in disguise superchargers. And while we're on the subject of other companies adopting Tesla stuff, given that Tesla is the only company with a general purpose solution to autonomy, it will be no surprise to me when Tesla begins to license its full self-driving software to other car manufacturers too. The question is, which CEOs of other companies understand that autonomy is the future of transportation and are willing to incorporate cameras, computers and software into their cars now for when the time comes that a software update is all that's needed to turn a dumb car into a truly smart car? No, not one of them. An intelligent car. One that's running AI of greater magnitude of intelligence than you or me. Not that difficult to get beyond my brain capacity, admittedly, but once autonomous cars get to be 5 times, 10 times, 100 times safer than any human driver, we're into a whole other debate about whether humans should even be allowed to drive at that point. But, yeah, right, steady on me, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Back to present day then, and BP. As you'd expect, they're in it for the money, and will charge lots more money for the same electrons compared to Tesla Superchargers. As it stands in the UK, BP charge up to 83p per kilowatt hour, whereas Tesla's charge around half that at 40p per kilowatt hour. But of course it depends on when you use a Tesla Supercharger as to its price. If you're only using it during off-peak hours, it's often cheaper. The Tesla Supercharger network is already a successful, proven technology, and by far the most reliable, fast charging network, as its 99.95% uptime, or the time in which a supercharger is in operation, is significantly higher than any competitor's public chargers. They just work, all of the time, flawlessly. This fact alone was my main reason for buying a Tesla over 4 years ago. Well, that and I wanted to support a company that was doing the most to bring about the end of the Ice Age and into a sustainable energy future. Okay, and I like acceleration. The fact that these superchargers are being adopted by an energy giant yet again shows the true leaders in the electric vehicle space. Tesla are still just getting started on their road to becoming energy giants, manufacturing mammoths, and will become leaders in their AI space with more data and compute power than any other company on Earth. For those paying attention to what Tesla is really doing, it's extraordinary to understand the positive implications for humanity. That right there is why I and many others respect what Tesla is doing and happily cheer them on. Why is it that there are no crazed fanboys, fangirls or fan non-genders of Ford, General Motors, Stellantis, Toyota or Volkswagen? I'll tell you why. They're not doing a damn thing to improve the world. Pardon me, I've digressed again. The BP deal is another step to Tesla becoming somewhat of an infrastructure utilities type company. Yes, it builds cars, but with the rate of growth from battery energy storage products like Powerwalls for homes and Megapacks for grid scale energy storage, along with already providing the world's largest charging network, Tesla can now supply these charging units to energy companies who wish to survive the global EV transition. It really is a beautiful thing to watch Tesla lay the foundations to disrupting so many industries, whilst shifting our world away from fossil fuels and towards a sustainable, clean future. I'm humbled just watching from the sidelines as to what Tesla is up to, but hats off to those Tesla engineers and employees who really are the ones making a difference by making these things. A wise man once said, if you don't make stuff, there is no stuff. Rebecca Tanusi, Tesla's Senior Director of Charging Infrastructure, said, "At Tesla, we're driven to enable great charging experiences for all EV owners. Selling our fast charging hardware is a new step for us and one we're looking to expand in support of our mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. We appreciate BP's partnership in this area. It's the right step towards a more sustainable future." Seeing Tesla's vehicle competitors scaling back whilst Tesla continues to expand in so many different areas is such a joy to watch. Well, for me at least. For those CEOs and directors of legacy auto companies, it must be horrific. If, of course, they weren't behaving like this. La 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 la. Model 2 build location. During a recent visit to one of his many factories, Giga Berlin in Germany, Elon announced that the €25,000 Tesla will be built there. Hurrah! Didn't we know that already? A surprise to some folks, I guess, but I was already under the impression that Tesla would most certainly need to build its cheapest car offering at every factory location around the world, as the demand for such a vehicle will quite frankly be ludicrous. Let me show you why. Here's my massive list of new car prices here in the UK. This, by the way, is not recommended retail price, it's what you can officially purchase a brand new car for, including dealership discounts for some, each example taken from the UK's Auto Trader website. If this €25,000 Tesla actually sells for round about this price, that's £21,600. Let's see where this slips into my list of brand new EV offerings. Whilst I'm scrolling back, let's remember the Model 2 will have the hardware and software to make it fully autonomous. All Teslas have so far been the safest cars to be tested, This mini Tesla will offer the most incredible value for money with the features and functionality like nothing else at that price point. Here it is. At £21,600, a brand new Tesla would be roughly the same price as a Fiat 500e. A perfectly nice little car with, let's see, 115 mile range, a 24 kilowatt hour battery, and all the practicality of, well, a Fiat 500. The point here being, what on earth is going to happen to car sales for these other companies once Tesla throws a little compact stroke hatchback into the mix? It will wipe the floor on every metric that matters in terms of range, performance, practicality, safety, infotainment, with all the usual on-screen delights such as YouTube, Netflix, games and more. With a little hope, by the time this hits the roads, you'll have the option to pay a monthly subscription to make your little Tesla fully autonomous. The benefits of which I don't think most people quite understand just yet. The freedom and time autonomy will give people will be remarkable. Have a kip, do some work, join a business meeting, or just be safe in the knowledge that your car will be statistically safer and more capable than you, or a taxi driver, or even the world's most competent drivers.
Nice parking, bud.
But honestly, what's more likely is that Tesla will know damn well that selling the Model 2 at such a low price point would be insane, given the demand that it will generate. Just look at the Cybertruck. Okay, it's not for everybody, but with somewhere between 1 and 2 million pre-orders, that vehicle's $100,000. A mini Tesla for such a low price point is going to be way more appealing to a lot more people. But good grief, how cool does this Cybertruck look in a black wrap? Honestly, this thing makes the Batmobile look rubbish. I've no doubt that once this does become available, its price point might well be closer to £30,000, at least to start with, giving Tesla ridiculous profit margins once more, with of course the ability to lower prices in the future once factories are scaled up to full capacity. And yes, we're talking at least 1 million units from each factory location. In short, of course every Tesla factory will be pumping out these $25,000 cars. The demand for them will be like nothing else, because nothing else will be able to compete at that price point. This will be by far Tesla's most wanted. Right then, I'm guessing if you are watching me right now, you've seen my videos before. If this is your first time watching me, thank you. It's great that you've made it this far into the video, and statistically, you are an anomaly. Please do hit the like button and subscribe too. But I want to just talk to my regular viewers if you don't mind, so feel free to click off and go and watch something else. Thanks. I'm probably left then with just a handful of people, such as yourselves, who have watched me fumble on as I try to become a YouTuber over the past 10 months. I can share with you that this has been a hell of a learning journey for me, trying my best to be coherent and correct with the information I'm sharing, and quite honestly, working harder than I've ever worked in terms of trying to use my struggling old brain. I just want to say thank you for any likes you've given to my videos, any comments and interaction you've shared with me, and above all, just for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the positive interactions I've had from thousands of total strangers around the world. It's really quite bizarre, and it's not at all what I was expecting. Still time yet for a sea of hate, I guess. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you. I really appreciate your support. I know that doesn't even sound as sincere as I want it to, because I'm still having to read a script, but it's the best I could do. Thank you so much. But the big news is, it's been a difficult decision, but this will be my final video, as I've decided to pursue a career in quantum physics, as it would seem a simpler path than trying to crack YouTube. Nah, I love it really. See you soon. I'm Will. This is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.